Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. Those candidates who are new in this session, do not forget to subscribe the channel of Officer Adda so that the notification will automatically come in your mobile. So this is your Officer Adda channel in which daily at 8 a.m. we always do the questions of your BRBL subject. And class, we have just started our session since from December. So I have already completed module D, module C, module A, and right now module B is going on. Okay, so after that, that is C, D, A, B. Okay, we have to do the simply questions of different modules. Okay, so we have to do the questions of different module, and after that we will do the definition terms of each act, because definition term is basically in your BRBL subject there are total 25 acts. Okay, so 25 act means you have to complete your definition portion, because 10%, 10% syllabus is covered in the definition portion, so that's why this is very much important. Okay, now let's start with this one. This is your new selection batch. The batch is already started. The one introduction class has been finished, and right now the classes are going on. So if you want to crack this exam in a single attempt, so enroll in the CAIIB new selection batch, which is already started from 24th of March. In this batch, all the live classes are going on, recorded videos are available, mock paper is there, chapter wise questions are there, recorded videos, courses and ebooks are there. So that's why if you want to enroll in this batch, you simply have to apply the coupon code, that is Y391, for the maximum discount up to 81%. Okay, now let's start with the terms. Not terms. Today we are going to start the question. Today we will solve the questions of your module. Now, the number one question on the screen is that which of the following statement is true, class? There can be stranger to a contract. There can be stranger to a consideration. There can be stranger to a contract and consideration, and none of the above. It's a common sense question. Which of the following statement is true? In the first statement, what is first statement? There can be stranger to a contract. A and B is a parties of the contract. Okay, so in that case, suppose X person want to file the case between the contract between A and B, so that can be possible. The answer is no. So this is no. The stranger cannot interfere into contract. B, there can be stranger to a consideration. Can it be possible? Stranger to a consideration. The answer is yes. So for the first one, B is right. Why there can be the stranger to a consideration? The concept is very simple. Suppose A and B is there, right? If I just give you the example of trust. So in the trust, basically, who is A? Who is B? A is the person, you can say basically A is the person in which suppose Nikkita ma'am is the owner of this trust, and B person, basically X person, is the trustee of this trust, and these are the beneficiary. Beneficiary means who are taking benefit from the trust. So actual contract is done between A and B, but these are the beneficiaries. So beneficiary can also interfere or also file the case if benefit is not coming from the trust, because they are the beneficiary, and the beneficiary basic aim is to take benefit from the trust. So in the first case, the right answer will be first one, that is C will be the right answer. Okay, now next one. The consideration must move at the desire of promisor, promisee, any other person, or any of these. What is the right answer of second one? Yes, class. Consideration must be moved at the desire of what? Promiser, promisee, any other person, or any of these. That is so simple. A and B is doing contract. A is giving car to B person and B person is giving money to the A person. So now in that case, the consideration must be moved at the desire of what? A person is called as the promiser and B person is called as the promisee. So consideration means something for something. What is consideration? That is something for something. That is called consideration. So it must be moved at the desire of whom? Promiser, promisee, any other person or any of these. Second one. Excellent, ma'am. Second A. Okay. Because it's my car. Now it is my responsibility and it is my duty to just put any price. Suppose if I just sell my this car of rupees 2 lakh, so it's my choice because the thing is mine. The thing is mine. So Natarajan ma'am, you are absolutely right. The consideration must be moved at the promiser. Okay. Now I'm just giving you the one, you know, example. Okay. You have to tell me the answer. A is there, B is there. Suppose A is the collector. The collector ordered the B person. Okay. The collector ordered the B person that just make a this one shops. Okay, so collector ordered the B to just make a shop. Now in that case, tell me, C person is also there. C person also told to B person that if you make one extra shop for me, I will give you 10 lakh rupees, right? So now the B person just make a extra shop for C because in that case C is giving extra rupees. Now at last moment C say that no, I will not give you the price money. So class, for these shops, can B person file the case on C person? Tell me class. This is a very important legal fact question, ma'am and sir. A is collector, ordered the B person that you have to make a shop within that area, right? C also said if you make a one extra shop with, here, I will give you 10 lakh rupees suppose. B just make this shop. Can, no, can this C person, in that case class, can C person, this is the B person file the case on C regarding the price money that give me my price money? Tell me, this is very good question. This is very good question. You have to tell me in that case, the consideration must be moved at the desire of the promiser, right now? The consideration must be moved at the desire of the promiser. So in that case, who is, to whom the consideration is to be made? Yes, tell me. In that case, class, the actual contract of the shop is taken between A and B person. So the consideration must be moved at the promiser. So A is the promiser. So that's why if I just tick on A, it means A is the right answer for this question. Second one. So who is promisor in that case? A is the promisor, because the actual contract of the shop is between A and B person. So this is the reason only. Okay, so this is the actual fact of the question. Second one. Done? I think this term is clear to all of you. Next. An agreement enforceable by law is what? Promise, contract, obligation, lawful promise. Third one, class. An agreement enforceable by law is what? Promise, contract, obligation, lawful promise. Third one. Okay, Suresh sir, excellent. An agreement, that I think this question is very easy. That is a formula of your agreement plus enforceable by law is equal to, that is called contract. This is the formula of your contract. So for the third one, the right answer is, that is B is the right answer. Got my point? B is the right answer here. Okay, an agreement that is enforceable by law, that is called contract. Okay, that's great. So those candidates who are new in this session, do not forget to enroll in this batch. Okay, for the third one, enroll in this batch, and by applying the coupon code Y391, you can easily get the discount of 81%. Done. So agreement enforceable by law, that is contract. Next, a void agreement is one which is what? Invalid but enforceable. Enforceable at the option of both the party, enforceable at the option of one party, or not enforceable in a court of law. Yes, class. The void agreement is what? So before giving the reply of this question, you have to understand between the void agreement, the difference between the void agreement and the void contract. A void agreement is one which is fourth one. Natarajan ma'am, you are absolutely right, Baba. Void agreement is there. So void agreement basically, that is from the beginning. It is void ab initio. It is void ab initio. So the void agreement is one which is not enforceable in the court of law. Fourth one, D is the right answer. Is that okay? Fourth one, D is the right answer. Not enforceable in the court of law. Okay? That's great. Now, next one. See, in the void agreement, that is from the beginning, it is void ab initio. But if I say void contract, so in the void contract, sorry, from the initial stage, it is valid, but from the after later state, it become void. Okay, what is void contract? That basically from the beginning it is valid, but from the later on it is void. That is called this one. Next, an agreement which is enforceable by law at the option of one or more parties thereon, but not at the option of other. It is called what? Fifth one, whether it is called as the valid contract, void contract, voidable contract, or illegal contract. Fifth one. Yes, class. An agreement which is enforceable by the law at the option of one or more of the parties, but not at the option of other and others. Fifth one, C. That's great, ma'am. What is voidable contract? Voidable contract means suppose there are two parties, A and B. A is doing fraud, A is doing coercion, A is doing undue influence, and A is doing misrepresentation. So if A is doing these things, either these things, so B have a right to breach the contract. So if a B have a right to breach the contract, so for the fifth one, C will be the right answer here. Okay, that's great. Next. Sixth question is if the borrower has option outside, has been outside India for some time, okay, but for the purpose of calculation of limitation, that period is shall be included, shall be included, shall be included if the bank could not prove his absence, shall be excluded, or shall be excluded if the bank could prove his absence. So what is the right answer for sixth one? If a borrower has been outside India for some time for the purpose of calculation of limitation, so that period shall be included if the bank could not prove his absence, shall be excluded, or shall be excluded if the bank could prove his absence. What is the right answer for sixth one? Borrower is outside India. So if it is outside India, so he shall be, the time will be excluded. So C will be the right answer. Excellent, ma'am. Keep it up. Next. In computing, that is in calculating the period of limitation, so the day from which such period is to be reckoned. Reckoned means calculated. Excluded, included, taken into account, or none of the above. Seventh one. In computing the period of limitation, the day from which such period is to be reckoned. The day in which that is reckoned, the day in which the judgment is given, if the court is closed. So these days will be included, excluded, taken into account, or none of the above. And those candidates who are just seeing the recorded session, do not forget to enroll in the new batch which is already started. That is a selection batch. Yes, class. What is the right answer? In computing the period of limitation, the day in which such period is to be started, so that should be excluded. So seventh one, A will be the not included. Natrajan ma'am. The day in which such period is to be start, you can say. So the starting period, ma'am, excluded. The day in which the judgment is given, excluded. So these things are excluded. It will be not count under the limitation period, ma'am. So for the seventh one, A will be the right answer, ma'am. Okay, A will be the right answer, not B. It will not include it. Is that okay? Reckon, that is calculated or not, that is excluded. Okay, that's cool. Next, the appeal against award of which of the following is not allowed. It means in which of the following thing the appeal is not there, in which we cannot appeal from these things. High Court, appellant is there. Lok Adalat, we can appeal. Consumer Court, we can appeal. DRT, we can appeal. So in which of the following, ma'am and sir, we cannot appeal? That is a very good question. That is very good question. Come on, apply your common sense. Baba, DRT, DR80 is there. Appellant. Consumer Court, District, State, National, Supreme Court is there. Lok Adalat and High Court. High Court to Supreme Court is there. But in Lok Adalat, no appellant body is there. Whatever the decision that is given by Lok Adalat, Are Baba, Manjari ma'am, High Court to Supreme Court na? High Court to Supreme Court. But in the decision that is given by Lok Adalat, that decision is, ma'am, final. Okay, so the right answer is 8th one. C is the right answer. Okay, so that's all for today's class. I hope so you people enjoy the session, and this is your new selection batch. If you want to enroll in the English medium batch, apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount up to 81%. Do not forget to enroll in this batch. So thank you so much class for attending the session. Okay, ma'am and sir. Bye-bye. And you can also take this CAIIB ka Maha Pack. This CAIIB ka Maha Pack is basically 1 year validity. June session will cover and December session will cover. Thank you so much.